Well, we're live on one. Hey, we're live on the other. Okay, we need to fix that angle. It looks really elongated. No, not that way. Other way. There you go.
Sorry, guys. Still trying to get this figured out.
Yes, we are. So, what's up, guys? Fourth Line Wonders here on YouTube, on Facebook. This is going to be very interesting. Still trying to get used to this. But, here we are, Fourth Line Wonders. It is officially the end of the NFL season, as everyone knows. Yesterday was Super Bowl 53.
L111.
L111. As you see from the title from both of the podcasts tonight, Lord of the Six Rings and the Silence of the Rams.
Six.
I can't deny it anymore. Brady is by far the best quarterback of the new age.
Yep.
We talk about how much we want him to go away, but you can't deny how great of a quarterback he really is.
Agreed.
But I don't think, in my personal opinion, and you can correct me, people can yell at me, I don't care, whatever, New England. But I don't think Tom Brady would be Tom Brady without Bill Belichick.
Agreed. He's also got a nice core around him.
Yes.
I mean, he's got good receivers he can throw to. He's got good running backs to help him.
Yes.
I mean, you look at just Edelman and Gronk right there.
Right. No, and I get it. And and even before that, you had players like Aaron Hernandez. You had players like Reggie White, I think.
Yep.
Who is the other big one for the Patriots? They traded him away.
I honestly don't remember. I don't know.
Super Bowl winners.
But
let's see.
I think we all agreed though.
Okay. Interesting.
He doesn't know either.
Yeah, I think we all agreed though that was probably one of the worst Super Bowls ever.
We'll get into that in a moment, but I want to look at something. Hold on. Hold on. I think it's 2004.
I'm trying to find out.
I want to see. That's not what I wanted. Wow. I'm trying to figure out the roster, but I'll look into it later when we do next week, and we'll talk
worry about it
that
later.
We'll talk about that later because that's something very interesting that we're going to bring up in a bit. So let's go through it real quick. As everyone knows, the Patriots won again. We just said that, and 13-3. I've been trying to figure out what to say all day about this, but I gotta say, when I look back on it, we're fans of offensive explosions. And when you really look at this game, yes, it's boring for those that are expecting two of the most explosive offenses going at each other.
You agree?
You want them to just rack up the points. If you look at it defensively, this was actually a very good chess match.
Agreed. I mean, that was part of why LA didn't do well, was the Patriots defense did an amazing job at shutting Gurley down.
Yes.
They took away his running routes.
No, and I absolutely agree with that.
Huh. But, because I think he only had 35 yards the whole game.
Something like that. Now,
there's always the rumor that he's still injured, which he and the coach both adamantly say he's not.
They're trying not to have too many excuses, but you got to look at this. You were outcoached by a more veteran presence on the sideline. I am going to turn your computer just slightly so we don't see off to the side there. And to be honest with you, Belichick is by far one of the best coaches, if not the best coach, to ever be in this league. Whether he's a cheater, whether he's a spy, whether he deflates balls, whatever he is that he does, he still finds a way to win amongst all the controversy.
Yeah, agreed. 100%.
You know, so when you look at it, Belichick and Brady are the best quarterback coach duo ever.
Definitely. I'm not really going to argue that point.
Like, I can't think of another coach quarterback duo in NFL history. Maybe Terry Bradshaw and his coach.
Okay. I'm just making sure the audio was working.
Yeah, it's working. I would hope. We'll see.
It's working.
Maybe Terry Bradshaw and his coach. Maybe Joe Montana and his coach.
I could see Terry Bradshaw probably being in the talks for that, but 6.
The crazy thing is when you think about this, when Terry
keep going.
Oh, fix itself. There you go. When Terry Bradshaw won his 4 Super Bowls in the 70s, to be honest, it was a different time.
Oh yeah,
there was a different kind. Philly scored a goal. It was a different time. They didn't have these extra helmet-to-helmet rules. They didn't have these extra roughing the passer rules. All this extra protection that we have nowadays.
Agreed.
Which now, in my opinion,
it was a different league.
It was a much different league. It was much tougher. And it's the same idea with Joe Montana. When Joe Montana won his 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
You know, we were comparing stats today while I was at work. And Joe Montana has far better stats than Tom Brady, but Tom Brady still has 6 rings.
Yep.
So there's a big difference between Joe Montana having 4 and Tom Brady having 6.
Agreed.
There was an argument today. We don't necessarily compare 2 different sports, but it is kind of interesting to bring up. ESPN, every now and then, as you've heard us talk about, does bring up some interesting topics. Would you categorize Tom Brady as the NFL's Michael Jordan? Yeah.
I could see the argument there. That argument is not without not without merit. That's what I'm looking for. I could see that. Yeah.
Because let me break this down.
Okay. It's a tough call, though.
I know, it's a very tough call. I'm going to actually put Michael Jordan slightly ahead.
Okay.
Slightly ahead of Tom Brady if I'm going to talk about great sports figures, period. Just period.
Okay.
For the simple fact that Michael Jordan won his first 3 championships back to back to back.
That's true. The Broncos, Jesus Christ.
The Bulls.
No, I was actually trying to say the Patriots, and I got Brady's name involved in that, and it just the Patriots haven't done that.
No, they haven't.
They have 6, but they were not.
But one of them was back to back.
Yes,
only one of those was back to back. Then you look at Michael Jordan. Okay.
Yep.
You break it down. He retires after his 3rd one. Okay. After the 3rd one, he retires.
Yeah.
He goes to baseball. Well, we don't talk about his time in baseball.
Yeah,
he comes back to the NBA because he can't cut it in the MLB.
Wow, that was a horrible idea.
I have no idea what Hart is thinking right there.
Rookie mistake.
Oh, yeah. That's a big rookie mistake. Moser.
Yeah.
So he retires. He comes back. Plays for the Bulls. That's number 45. You know what happens his first year back? They win a championship.
Yes, they do.
You know what happens his 2nd year back? They win another one. And his 3rd year back, he gets the 3-peat.
Yep. Again.
So that's why I could put him slightly ahead because only by that, if I was to compare the two, just straightforward, honestly, I'd more say that Tom Brady is the NFL's Kobe Bryant. I say this because Kobe Bryant won his 5 championships, okay, without taking a break.
True. And Brady's done the same thing.
Without taking a break.
He's won all 6 without, except for that
year that he got injured.
And
that doesn't count.
That doesn't really count.
That's not retirement.
Right. That's ow, my arm.
No, that was his leg.
It was his leg. That's right.
Ow, my leg is broken. Yeah. That doesn't count as retirement.
No. And that doesn't count as taking a year off because he didn't plan it.
Correct. You want to tell him?
Just keep going.
Okay. By the way, we are still getting joined by our third member. For those on YouTube, you finally get to meet him. He's pretty cool. But so if it seems like we're dragging this out a little bit, we're kind of waiting for him to get here. So now that Brady has won his 6th ring and Gronk has won his 3rd, okay?
Yes.
Is Gronk going to do what he most likely said he was going to do?
I think so. He's got nothing else to prove. Go out on top, man. Do what you're going to say you're going to do. Take the next couple days, maybe even a week. Party with the Patriots. Enjoy the win. You don't need to make that decision right now.
No, you don't. And is he going to go down as one of the greatest tight ends of all time? Yeah.
Absolutely.
We're not going to deny it. He's got 3 Super Bowl wins. He's got, I don't even know how many yards in his career, but I don't even know how many touchdowns in his career, but still, he's up there. He's one of the greatest tight ends of the last, decade, to be honest.
Yeah, I would agree with that, 100%.
You talk about.
Let me look up his stats.
You're fine. You talk about players, for example, like Chris Cooley for the Redskins. He was a great tight end, but he is no Gronk.
No.
He is no Gronk. Gronk is that guy that, and you actually saw it in the Super Bowl last night, actually. We actually pointed this out while we were watching. He is the type of guy that will catch the ball. Everyone will swarm around him.
7,861 yards.
How many touchdowns?
79.
Nice. So he is the guy that will catch the ball. Everyone swarms around him, and he's still carrying everyone on his shoulders towards the end zone.
He set up the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah,
with 4 Rams players on him.
Yes. And we were all like, how could you not get him down? But he's a big-ass dude.
Yeah.
He's a huge-ass dude. He's
like trying to tackle a tree.
Put it like this. It's like putting Brock Lesnar up against a running back.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I think Brock Lesnar will win that fight. No surprise here. But Edelman was your MVP.
Yeah.
Then again, he's also the only one that was really making plays.
Agreed. Now, my dad has a problem with it.
Why?
The drug scandal at the beginning of the year.
Okay. I was expecting this to come up. I was actually expecting this to come up all day today on ESPN, and I was surprised it didn't.
What do you think about that? Do you think it kind of scars the MVP?
I think it gives a terrible image. It sounds horrible. I mean, you had no other choice last night based on stats and based on production, based on everything.
And that was my question to him when he mentioned that. I said, okay, then who? Only one other person I can think of is Gronk.
Yeah.
He set up the game-winning touchdown.
Right.
That's
or you give it to Gostkowski, who basically won the game for them.
True. He put it at a two
score game.
Score, I guess.
Two possession
game. So those are really your three options if you wanted to go MVP.
Yeah, like honestly, who you gonna choose? I had a guy today at work tell me Dante Hightower, and I looked at him and I'm like, no, I can't agree with that.
No.
I could make a case for Jacobs from the defense,
Okay.
because he got 8 tackles, 6 solo tackles. He assisted on the sack, so
you got Gilmore,
right,
who had the interception at the end of the game,
which sealed the game.
So I mean, there's options, but Edelman's your best one.
Yes, and going on to the PED thing and his suspension at the beginning of the season, you know what? Yes, I can see your father's point in the sense that it could tarnish it. But who else you got?
Exactly. And that was my question. And like I said, really, if it wasn't Edelman, my choice would have been Gronk.
Yeah. That's the only other person you can choose.
Yeah.
Because I got no one else. Like, when you look at the stats, maybe Sonny Michel because he ran 97 yards and in the game-winning touchdown, but that's a very slim margin there because Gronk is one of the main reasons why you got down the field.
Exactly. Like I said, he made that catch on the 2-yard line with 4 Rams on him.
Yeah. So I see the point, and when you think about it, so when you think about it, you had no choice but to choose Julian Edelman. Because if you chose, by the way, everybody on YouTube, this is Josh.
This is Josh. This is our third member of our team.
Yes, we are on YouTube and Facebook tonight.
I saw.
Yes.
So
right now we are talking about the MVP, and he brought up a point that I expected to be on the point all ESPN actually today, which is what his father asked, which was
the 4-game suspension at the beginning of the season tarnished the MVP. Do you agree with it?
No. I wouldn't say it tarnishes at all because you're only going off of that game. You're not going off of the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can agree with that.
That's where I was kind of going with this, but I can see the point behind it because this is now someone you have to look up to, and if you look at his history, he got suspended for using drugs. So that also, in turn, could trigger something in a kid's mind. Oh, it's okay to do drugs. You still win MVP in the Super Bowl.
Did you watch?
As much as possible.
What do you mean?
That game was atrocious.
The game was atrocious.
Yeah, I understand.
I watched it. I got more in tune with the D&D I was playing than the actual game itself.
I can get that. That's fine.
There wasn't any good commercials.
Heck, we played board games during the second half.
D&D. Really?
We'll get to that later.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a terrible. It was a defensive struggle. If maybe I actually liked one of the two teams, I would have actually enjoyed the defensive struggle. I love defensive struggles. But given the fact that this is now Tom Brady's 6th Super Bowl that he's in.
No. Super Bowl that he won.
He's been in 9.
Okay, he's been. Right.
Yeah.
Point is, I'm sick and tired of seeing his ugly mug.
Aren't we all?
Yes.
So that's my point. If it had been anybody else, I may have actually enjoyed that game. But it being Tom Brady, I really had no passion for that game last night.
Okay. I don't know how much you were listening to in the car on your way here.
I wasn't listening.
I thought you were.
I just got a notification.
So let's step back for a second so I can get his opinion on this. Stay completely unbiased. Okay. In this sense, ESPN asked this question, and I kind of see validity to it. Could you, sports figures in general, compare Tom Brady or say Tom Brady is the Michael Jordan of football now that he's won his 6th ring? Just stay unbiased. As much as we don't like Tom Brady, as much as we don't like the Patriots, as much as we give shit about it, but
honestly, I can say that he is one of the greatest of all time.
But would you say he's the Michael Jordan of football?
And I would say he's the Michael Jordan, yes.
Okay. I know it pains you to say that, but
It pains me very much to say that.
But the point I'm making, the point I pointed out, is that Michael Jordan won his. So there's a few things where I would put Michael Jordan slightly above Tom Brady in that sense. Michael Jordan, as you know, won 3 straight championships. Then retired.
Oh, Brady's won 2 out of 3 a couple times, so.
But not the three-peat.
No.
He's only done Brady's only done back-to-back once.
I think it's no. Brady's done back-to-back
Nope,
twice.
only once.
Only
once. The last team to do it was 2003-2004 Patriots. That's why I point that out. LeBron. Fuck LeBron. Anyways.
Is he the next Michael Jordan?
No.
We're not getting into that.
We're not getting into that conversation. Yeah. Which is always the topic of basketball. It pisses me off. But that's beside the point. So, sorry. Michael Jordan, as I stated earlier on the show. By the way, this is us. This is what we do. We get off on tangents.
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry.
You're good.
I'm back.
You are back. God damn it.
What'd she say?
Janet.
Most
boring Super Bowl football game ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Michael Jordan, as we know, won 3 straight championships. He got the three-peat, and then he retired with the baseball. We don't talk about that. Then he comes back out of retirement. First year he's back. They win the championship, and then they win 3 straight right there. The moment he gets back. So that's where
I understand you can call that a three-peat for Michael Jordan. I don't see that as a three-peat though for the Bulls though. If it's different, if he came back after after a season of being off, I don't see that.
No, it wasn't a season off. It was actually like 2 or 3.
Okay, so he took 2 or 3 seasons off. I can't count that as a 3 in a row.
No,
that 3 in a row. In my opinion, 3 in a row would have to be 3 consecutive seasons in a row.
That's what it was.
No, sorry, you didn't make it sound like that. Sorry.
No, that's exactly what it sounded like. They won 3 straight championships in a row. Then he retired for a couple of seasons,
and then he came back.
And then he came back, and then won 3 straight more. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, makes sense.
That's why I said, in a way, I put Michael Jordan slightly above Tom Brady. In the case of Tom Brady, I could compare him more to Kobe Bryant because he won all the championships without taking a break.
You can also give it to the fact that Tom Brady has probably one of the greatest head coaches of all time.
Yep.
As much as we say he cheats, spies, and deflates balls.
Balls. It's funny because of balls.
To be honest with you, 2 of the greatest defensive-minded coaches in the league is Wade Phillips and Bill Belichick.
And you saw it yesterday.
Exactly.
Agreed.
And given they both were given 2 weeks to prepare for each other.
Yes.
So you saw what 2 weeks does.
Yeah.
So they played their hearts out. Those defenses were phenomenal.
As we pointed out, the game offensively was horrendous. We like offensive-minded games.
There was offense?
I know. That's
for a little bit.
Point. Yeah.
Every now and then.
The last 5 minutes of the game.
Every now and then.
Unless your name was Julian Edelman.
Yeah. He caught everything.
Yeah.
You know who didn't catch anything and he was targeted like 5 times? Hogan. No. Hogan.
Yeah, it was all in his hands every single time he dropped it.
Oh my God.
He didn't say his prayers or take his vitamins.
He didn't have his PEDs.
No. He didn't have his pythons working that night.
Or stick them.
True.
Nice.
That's a throwback. All right. So the Rams punt on 7 straight possessions.
Which is funny considering last year's Super Bowl, we only had 1 punt.
Yeah, no, that's a huge stat. Fucking the punt ball, man.
Oh, so bad.
Yeah, I could have punted a couple of those.
There was, I think it was 3 for 13 for the Patriots on third down conversions.
Yes, and 2 for
3,
12.
I think it was 3 for 12.
No, 2 for 12.
I think it was 3 for 12.
I think it was maybe it was 3 for 12. But regardless, it was
Either
bad
way,
for
it was
both
horrendous.
teams.
Either way, it was horrendous.
Kind of funny. Last year, he was phenomenal and lost. He threw for like 400.
You realize this happened before against the Giants.
Yeah. 3 for 12 for New England, 3 for 13 for LA. I got it backwards, but
Oh my God.
there it is.
All the time.
I know.
Tom Brady looks like shit, and yet they still win. It's like, what the fuck?
Are you okay? You sound a little under the weather.
No, I'm good. I'm just tired.
Yeah.
Well, LA also golf also got sacked 4 times.
Did you
Which
realize?
doesn't help.
I didn't realize that. I saw the one.
That doesn't help.
Oh, Brady got sacked once.
Look, the Rams defense should have had that sack fumble. And there's
the one where
there's a strip fumble, and they should have had the fucking fumble recovery.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
that
Andrews,
Patriot was right there. So
I know, but it seemed to be that was the way the ball was bouncing last night.
yep. We all knew the Patriots were going to win. By the way,
It was a game of inches.
We all called it.
Yeah.
I'm calling it next year. The Patriots are winning next year, too.
you think it's going to be number 7?
I think so.
I don't think so.
I'm just so sick and tired of hearing about the Patriots. I'm hoping that maybe if I say the Patriots will win, they don't go to the playoffs.
I don't think. We'll see.
We'll see.
I like the enthusiasm on that though.
Yay, the Patriots win. Woo!
Let me just.
I have to say, your thoughts on Jared Goff's first Super Bowl.
What the fuck,
as a
dude?
quarterback.
What the fuck, dude?
Was that Jared Goff? Or was it
I was wondering the same thing.
All I gotta say is, what the fuck, dude?
Maybe it was Matt Hasselbeck.
You do realize you were in the Super Bowl,
Matt
right?
Hasselbeck out of the Super Bowl.
Actually,
Like,
did, I think.
You do realize you were
Statistically.
in the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, I know,
You were
right?
playing in the Super Bowl.
There was a Super Bowl?
19 for 38, 229 yards. Pass rating of 57.
Woo! Yeah, killing it.
Were we back in 2002 where we only threw 200 yards now?
Yeah, I got
Yes.
nothing.
That was Tom Brady back in 2001.
Yeah, right.
I got nothing. That was horrendous. And, I mean,
I can't believe the loss of Cooper Kupp made your offense look pedestrian. I'm still going to go with Todd Gurley was hurt. I don't care what nobody said. Todd Gurley's hurt.
Okay, well, before we get to that, I have one question before we talk about that, actually.
okay.
Can the Rams make it back?
I don't think so. I think they went in all in this year, and I don't think and I think they're going to have to do some purging on the salary cap this year, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
I don't think next year.
Okay.
Maybe in a couple of years, but I don't think next year.
All right.
And I guess Cooper Kupp's got to stay healthy too, because it seems like once Cooper Kupp went down, they couldn't play offense.
Yeah, and
once
the
Gurley hurt
Patriots-
his leg.
And the Patriots also did an amazing job of shutting down Gurley.
What do the Patriots do best? They
Yeah.
take away your best weapon.
And they did it all night. You know what they did? They took away his running routes.
Yep.
And you know what he didn't do? Anything.
They could have dumped it off to him, or at least tried to dump it off to him.
Maybe they would do that.
Exactly, that's right. They should have tried to. dump
Every
it off
time
to
they
him.
ran, what did happen? They ran into 3 Patriots. Every time they tried to run the ball.
No, absolutely agree.
They couldn't get past the line of scrimmage.
So this is going to be up for debate for all 3 of us.
Okay.
This is going to be entertaining. Thoughts on the Super Bowl halftime show?
Free Janet Jackson. Adam Levine showed his nipples. Why can't? Why is she still being shamed?
Your shirt on.
Oh, and don't curse.
I don't care that you're from California.
California.
We don't care if you're MO.
But I don't want to
taking
see your
shirt off.
tats. keep your fucking shirt on.
But I will say this: I felt like the halftime show was better than the actual game.
I will give 100% credit to the pyrotechnic crew.
Yes.
How did Metallica do that?
Oh yeah.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
The pyrotechnic crew crushed it. I will give 100% credit to them.
The pyrotechnic crew is our MVP of the game.
You the real MVP.
Oh, and those things that we couldn't figure out what they were that they spelled out.
Yeah.
They were drones.
They were drones?
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool now.
Yeah.
I actually find that kind of cool.
They weren't on strings or anything. They were drones.
Oh.
The ones that once spelled out One Love.
Okay. That's actually pretty cool.
I found that out today. That's pretty awesome.
Okay.
So the performance aspect was pretty. That was the real MVP of the game.
The visuals.
I still think they should keep the stage on the field for the second half.
Give them a little
Obstacles.
challenge.
Are you sure? Are you sure it wasn't on the field?
Make sure the fire is going at the same time.
Yes.
That's
of course.
what was up with the meteor, by the way? I want to know what the hell was the meteor.
I don't get it.
The meteor made no sense.
But again, it's because you had 3 different genres of music and you tried to mash it all into one.
Well, I was talking to my girlfriend last night about this, and she's huge in the music aspect and the entertainment value. And she even agreed with me that this halftime show was rushed together.
It seemed like it. I'll agree with that.
And
Because no one wanted to do it.
No one wanted to do it. Everyone used the same excuse, by the way, which is bullshit, because if you think about it, everyone that was asked couldn't change their tour dates. Okay? So they conveniently used the Kaepernick excuse. I apologize ahead of time if we offend anybody, but this is who we are. We tell you how it is.
Yep.
And it seems that the Kaepernick thing was a convenient excuse. Now, I do say there are some artists out there that absolutely stood by the whole Kaepernick thing. That's fine. That's your personal opinion. But, okay, not every single artist can follow the same suit. There's no way.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? There's no fucking way.
I think, honestly, most artists just didn't want to get involved with the NHL.
I wouldn't want to get involved.
Well, you know you have to buy your spot, right? You have to actually pay to perform at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know, which is dumb.
So honestly, I think they just didn't want to use the excuse. I don't want to pay.
That too.
Yeah, like why would I want to pay to be associated with you?
Yeah. I will
now.
I will say this. I will absolutely say this. In the case of Big Boy, if I had to choose of the 3 performers, he was the best performance.
I will actually agree with that.
Now, do I wish he was with Andre? Yes, I wish he was with Andre because the two of them have great chemistry.
I 100% agree with that too.
Josh, do you have any opinion on that?
I do not.
You don't know? No, do you?
I do not.
Outcast. You know the fuck who Outcast is? Yes, you do.
We'll get to it. It doesn't matter.
We'll talk about that later. He's lying his ass off. He knows who Outcast is.
I've heard the name, but I don't.
You've heard the song. Anyways, I might smack him later.
We're not going to be involved in this right now.
We're not.
Keep moving forward.
We're moving forward. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just let it go. No.
Maybe he should let it go.
I am gonna let it go. But no. Oh, fight! Fight!
Is that Beagle? It's Beagle.
That is Beagle. Beagle get in a fight. That's rare. So as I was saying, Big Boy, in my opinion, was the best of the 3 performances. The worst was actually not Maroon 5.
No.
It was actually Travis Scott.
Yep.
So I listened to a little bit of Travis Scott prior to the Super Bowl because I wanted to know who the fuck this kid was. And because of all the controversy that was surrounding him for actually picking up the slack and picking up the initiative to do the Super Bowl. And he came out and said, I'm doing this so I can get exposure. Which is great. Any artist wants to get exposure, especially on an international stage.
Yep.
Why does he need to get exposure?
He's very much underground.
He's known though. A lot of people know who he is. Though.
Actually, he's not as known as I thought he was.
I thought he was.
No, he does more of the underground stuff.
Yeah,
I found this out.
Isn't he dating like I don't know, a Kardashian or something?
Travis Scott? I don't think so. Regardless of anything, he was still very underground, and he was more of the local Atlanta scene than he was national. You know what I'm saying? Or international.
I mean, even I've heard of Travis Scott before this, but I don't listen to his music, but I've heard of him before. I figured he was bigger than that.
I was surprised too.
That's a shock.
Yeah, but his reasoning for wanting to do it was to get.
He's actually dating Kylie Jenner.
Oh, Jenner. Okay.
So he's dating one of the Kardashians.
Pretty much. So where I was going with this.
That's where we heard his name.
Okay, that makes more sense. But he does a lot of underground work. He's not in that international spotlight as heavy.
Okay.
Now he is, obviously.
And you can't blame him for that.
No, I can't. But what I can blame him for, is in the agreements that I know, is you do have to tone your music back.
Yeah, you can't fucking cuss like I just did. Shit.
You're not on CBS. We're on YouTube.
I know, but
and Facebook.
We're not professional at it.
But yeah, you can't say that stuff on public television.
No, you can't. He's gonna get slapped with a fine.
Huge
and
fine.
He sounded horrible. I'm sorry, he was not that great last night. Well, yeah. Well, Maroon 5 was at least better than that.
Yeah. Okay.
Lady Gaga.
I would love Lady Gaga to do it. She did. I would have her do it again.
I mean,
it was great.
They've had Justin
Timberlake. Did anyone see who did the national anthem?
It was God
fucking face.
God fucking face.
What's her fucking face?
The like Queen of Soul. What the fuck's her name? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up because my mind is just being a dumb shit right now.
I'm having a blank because we missed it.
Gladys Knight. Good Lord.
Was it Gladys Knight?
Yes.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Damn, I would have actually wanted to watch that.
I knew who it was and I couldn't come up with her name.
Was it any good?
It was amazing.
You saw it.
I watched a video of it today.
Oh, okay.
We missed it, but it was amazing.
All right, give me your opinion on it fully.
It was incredible. It was Gladys Knight.
I actually like Gladys Knight.
It's Gladys Knight. She was amazing.
Okay, there we go.
It was actually probably one of the best I've heard in a long time.
Did you say it was right up there with Lady Gaga's performance?
Lady Gaga's was amazing.
I was about to say that was a great performance by Lady Gaga a couple years ago. I think so. You didn't think so?
I said I think so.
Oh, you think so? Okay.
Oh, I'm about to say no because I think you even said that was a good performance.
Oh yeah, it was.
I'm about to say I know Lady Gaga's
Gladys Knight. She was incredible.
But,
she was incredible.
All right, cool. Okay. So we're all in agreement. Gladys Knight is Gladys Knight, and you can't go wrong with Gladys Knight. So let's give our overall thoughts on this game. We'll start with Josh.
Oh, wait.
Snoozer Bowl 53.
Oh, wait, are we live? Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
Live.
I apologize.
On 2 different platforms, by the way.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, the game was, a game. It was awful.
Come on, dude. Be a little more specific.
It was awful. It was boring. Like I said, I had no interest in it. And nothing about that game, not even the commercials, got me into that game.
There's only like 2 or 3 commercials that I actually like. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Time to go.
There was nothing that caught my eye. There's nothing that kept my interest. I honestly, for the first time in my life, was bored out of my mind watching a football game.
I'll agree with that 100%. That's kind of my thoughts. I was not interested in the game going into it because I didn't care about either team, and the game didn't help.
Yeah.
So
my overall thoughts on the game, from a defensive standpoint, it was a great defensive game. But as an overall marketing, this is by far the worst game I've ever witnessed. And this is me going through regular season, even preseason.
Yeah, it was bad.
Pro Bowls are better than that game, in my
that.
personal opinion. But that's the point.
I know.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with it 100%.
You know, I know I'm going to get flack from somebody on any of these platforms. I don't care. Give us flack. We'll take it. We'll embrace the hate.
Yes, the Redskins will take it. Oh, sorry, wrong flag.
This is why I like us, because we're complete and total dickheads to each other.
Yeah.
But
anyway,
I'd rather not cut you some flack.
Sorry, it was a bad pun.
Punchline. So thoughts on the game? It's not memorable. It is not a memorable game. Literally, there's one thing that came out of this, and that's Tom Brady getting 6 rings, and now the Steelers fans can all shut up.
Yep.
Yeah, but now we're going to hear, the Patriots are the best team, the greatest team ever.
Technically, they're not wrong.
Yeah, they're a dynasty just like the Steelers. Woo.
No, Steelers were only a dynasty in the 70s.
Well, now the Patriots are the dynasty.
That's fine, but Steelers fans can shut up now.
Yeah, you know they're not, though.
They're not going to, because they're going to now change it. Oh, we were the first one with 6 rings.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
But you got 6 rings in like 50 years. The Patriots did it in 18 years.
They beat you.
Yeah. So who's really better?
Yeah.
Mark Sanchez. No.
Sanchez.
Sansack.
Like
Sanchez.
All right. We're going to have some fun. And I'm going to watch this later to remember who said what.
I thought we were already having fun.
Oh, we're going to have even more fun.
Okay.
You're way too early to call Super Bowl 54 predictions.
Well, we already know one of Josh's.
Yeah.
But let's make it a serious. Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to go with the Patriots again.
And? You've got your AFC, so now you got to give me an NFC.
Patriots are 49ers.
Ooh. So the 49ers, you're saying, are going to come out of the basement with Jimmy G.
I think Jimmy G is going to come back in a strong way this year.
Okay.
And I think they're going to get A. And I think they're going to get AB.
Okay.
And Le'Veon Bell.
We're going to talk about Bell here in a minute.
I don't know, man. That's a tough call.
Got 32 teams to choose from.
I know.
You only have to choose 2.
He wants to stay at the Jets. He really wants
No, I don't.
No, the Jets have no
That would be a stupid move.
I said he wants to stay.
The Jets and the Skins. No.
I'd say, actually.
Actually.
Yes.
It might be better than this one.
Yeah, because there'd be no defense. It would be a 70-60 game.
Most points ever scored in a Super Bowl.
You go Chiefs
And
Saints. I think Mahomes is not a one-hit wonder.
okay.
I think they're going to keep it up this year. And it's Drew Brees. You can't go wrong with Drew Brees. And he wants another one before he retires.
So I'm going to mix this up just slightly. And this actually is going to be a small segue into what I have going on. I'm actually going to go to the Indianapolis Colts as my AFC.
Okay.
My NFC, I'm actually going to go with the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
They keep that defense together.
I don't trust Mr. Biscuit. I'm sorry.
I said defense. I didn't say offense.
You still need an offense.
Defense does win games.
I know. We saw it.
And the Ravens.
And the Ravens. And the Seahawks.
And the Steelers.
And the Steelers. And the Broncos.
Yep. You cannot say defense does not win games.
Yes, the defense still has to make a play, which is why the Rams lost last night. Because
I agree with that, but the Bears, on the other hand, have made plays all season long, and they have a lot of. They don't have a lot of players going into free agency.
But you still need an offense.
I agree with that.
I trust Mr. Trubisky as far as I can throw him.
Remember, this is all personal opinion.
I know. I'm just
way too early to call.
It's way too early, but I'm just saying. Mr. Trubisky, I don't trust him. I trust him as far as I can throw him. Unless they upgrade their offensive line and get 2 good wide receivers and a tight end that actually can play, then we'll talk about the Bears being ready to go to the Super Bowl.
Oh, Bears.
But I'm still going to say I think that's going to be your surprise team next year for the NFC.
That's fine. I can get with that.
And that would be a fun. I think that would be actually be quite fun. Colts Bears.
As long as Tom Brady's not in it, I don't give a shit.
Even though you chose Tom Brady.
I know, because I'm hoping by saying
you're hoping you jinx it.
Exactly.
All right, so the NFL Honors was the night before the Super Bowl. Yeah. There's only a few notations that I want to get out of it. Can someone look up the Hall of Fame class while we talk?
Well, the big one we all know.
Well, we'll talk about the big ones.
I guess.
We got 3 big ones actually on the whole list.
That's true. Well, the big one's to Maryland.
No, there's 2 that are to Maryland.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that these
yes
guy. So I can't remember his fucking name right
Champ now. Bailey.
Thank you. Good Lord. I'm having a really bad
Champ
night.
Bailey played for
Remembering names.
And the Redskins.
When did he play for the Redskins?
Early in the beginning of his career.
I'm having a really bad night tonight remembering names.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. He was traded from the Redskins to the Broncos.
Yep.
So, yes.
Okay. I got the Hall of Fame class.
All right, we'll get there in a second. But without any surprise, guess who won the MVP of the league?
Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
Not a surprise.
I'm shocked. Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
Yeah. Most of these are like, well, no shit.
Yeah, because guess who got Comeback Player of the Year?
Yeah, gee, I wonder. Maybe the guy who was out all last year.
Andrew Luck?
Yeah, maybe that's him. I think so.
Yeah. Who got Coach of the Year? That one I didn't see. It didn't come down my phone.
Barry Trotz, right?
Wrong sport.
He did win Coach of the Year, though.
Yeah, he did win Coach of the Year. But
you didn't specify which sport.
All right, NFL Coach of the Year. Really, Matt Nagy?
Yep.
Yeah.
He inherited a team that went 5-11 the previous year, leading them to a 12-4 record and a division title.
The Bears.
Okay.
I mean, you can't argue with that.
That's right. I did see that coming out because he's the first Bears head coach since what's his name, Lovie Smith.
Yep. To
get an award.
I can agree with that 100%.
I agree with that too. Who had offensive something of the year? Offensive Rookie of the Year. That's what it is. I think it was Saquon Barkley.
MVP, I know, was Patrick Mahomes.
No, that's 2018.
Oh, that's 18 shit.
I know Patrick Mahomes was MVP.
Yes, he was overall MVP.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley.
Okay. Who got Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Darius Leonard.
Yeah. Okay. I am okay with that. Who's he play for?
Looks like the Colts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm fine with that. So, as we've also been talking, usually with the NFL honors, we get the NFL Hall of Fame induction class.
This year inducted on August the 3rd.
Yes. The highlights of it are
all right. Modern era, Champ Bailey. Played for the Redskins and the Denver Broncos.
Told you.
Yep.
Next,
Tony Gonzalez.
Chiefs
and
and
that
Falcons.
100%.
Yep.
Next, Ty Law.
Yep.
100% guaranteed.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
yeah.
If he wasn't, I'd be like, I have questions.
He played for the Patriots, Chiefs, and Broncos.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ed Reed.
Yeah.
If
he was not a first ballot, there's problems.
He played for the Ravens, the Jets, and the Texans.
Yep.
Kevin Mawai.
Excellent choice.
I agree with that one.
Excellent choice.
There really is not a choice on this list that I went, what?
He played with the Seahawks, the Jets, and the Titans.
Man, you're getting representative this year.
Now the seniors. Johnny Robinson, safety
Yes.
for Dallas Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs.
He's all over the highlight reels.
Contributors. Gil Brandt, VIP of player personnel.
Gil Brandt.
Gil Brandt. Sorry.
Dude, he's like probably the most famous cowboy executive ever.
There, Pat Bowlen, who is the owner of the Denver Broncos.
Yep.
I agree with that.
And that's it.
Yep. That is your Hall of Fame 2019 class.
Again, there was not a single person on that list that I went, wait, what?
And in the modern era, you know every single one of those guys. You were just like,
I have to say this. Okay. If you disagree with me, I don't care. But Champ Bailey is probably the best defensive player without a ring of the modern era.
I don't know if I can fight you on that.
I can agree with that.
Thank you.
I don't think I can fight you on that, so.
Because Ty Law has one, Ed Reed has one, Troy Polamalu's got one, Deuce McAllister's got one, Aqib Talib has one. So yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's
It's a good idea.
Because
what about Brian Urlacher?
see, two different positions.
But still defense.
That's true. Okay, so we'll say for his position.
Because didn't the Colts win the game against the Bears that
yes, they did. I forgot about that.
So yeah, so Brian Urlacher.
So that is tricky, but I could still put Champ Bailey up there.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm agree. I mean, I'm not going against you. I'm just I had to.
No, you're right. You're right. I did forget about Brian Urlacher.
That is actually a good call.
You're still not going to convince me otherwise. Those are two of the greatest.
Those are two of the greatest guys in the world. So.
Yeah. So I mean, and
what about Julius Peppers?
I think he's got a ring. I don't think so. Who's he play for?
He played for the Panthers and he played for the Packers. I don't think he got.
Sure, he didn't have one when the Packers won.
Or he might have had one when Carolina beat. No, he did. I don't think he did.
You ready?
Okay.
Let's find out. Let's both find out, actually.
I don't think he's got a ring.
I don't think he does either. Let's find out. Lombardi Award. What is that? No, that's not it.
So I just named you a defensive lineman and a linebacker.
And a defensive end.
And, well, a defensive lineman is Tyler. He's a D end, which is still a D lineman. So we have three skill. So we have your three skill positions on your defense.
I'm still looking it up. Oh my God. Okay.
He played for like 20,000 years.
Awards and honors. Let's see. Nothing. Okay, that's fine. I'll give you him. I'll give you Julius Peppers.
So I just gave you three skill positions, but I will say that Champ Bailey is one of the greatest of all time.
You know he was on the Redskins when Sean Taylor was there.
Yep, that was when the Redskins defense was relevant.
Fuck those kids. Anyways.
Yeah, fuck that.
Even I know.
It's a great Hall of Fame class. Really
Oh, yeah. That's my next question. Thoughts on the Hall of Fame class?
Better than the Super Bowl.
It's a great.
There's a lot of things better than the Super Bowl.
Great class.
Watching paint dry is better than the Super Bowl this year.
Great class. I don't have a problem with it at all.
Somebody on Arizona just tried to de-nut Jamie Benn.
Oh, shocking. Get a question for you. Ready? Thoughts on the NFL 2019 Hall of Fame class? Ed Reed,
Good. No, all around good picks. Agree with every one of them.
Yeah.
Every one.
What about Champ Bailey? What's your thought on that
Yeah. No, good pick. Good pick.
Yeah.
One of the greatest.
He taught a lot of young guys too how to play.
Yep. He actually didn't realize that he was a Redskin.
Oh yeah.
I
For
forgot.
like
I forgot he was a Redskin.
6 or 7 years at least.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
I've only remembered him as a Denver Bronco. I completely forgot that he was a Redskin.
Yep.
He was big for a Redskin.
1999 to 2003 is when he played on the Redskins.
Oh, I thought it was longer than that.
No. 99 to 2003, and then he played Broncos
That's 5 years.
2004 to 2013.
So he wasn't.
And then
there
he was on the Saints
Yeah, I think for 1 year.
for 1 year. Off-season and or practice squad member only.
Yeah, 100% agree with every pick. I think they really did a good job this year.
Yeah, it was a great class.
because Gil Brandt is going in. He should have gone in a long time ago, but
Yeah, great class.
Yep.
No number on it at all.
Cool. All right, we're gonna get off of football for a little bit. We will be returning to football talk next week.
Yes.
So
Get into NBA real quick.
yes, it's an NBA. Naba.
Nibba.
Niba. 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 Really? You don't sound like Nickelback to me. Oh, God, we're terrible people.
Anyway,
All right, I gotta say, what is your thought on James Harden's streak now at 25?
25 for which
30 plus points.
obviously nobody can stop him.
yeah, like where's defense anywhere in the NBA? Like,
I mean, I know James Harden's not known for his defense, but that doesn't mean you guys have to stop playing
Here's the
defense for
difference,
James
though. They are still playing defense because in that streak, the Rockets actually haven't won that many games.
he himself is just
Harden.
playing
He
well.
is the team at this point.
He is the team.
He's the LeBron of the Rockets.
No, because at least LeBron's team would win. Yeah.
Well, I meant like he's the only one doing something.
There you go.
That's what I meant by that. He's the only one on the Rockets doing something.
So here's the question. In the league with players like Steph Curry, LeBron James, Dirk Nowitzki, who doesn't really get much love right now.
Unless we ask Jotina.
Unless we ask Jotina, but Jotina's not here tonight, which is weird. She's usually on by now. But regardless of that,
What else?
um,
She probably died. She lives
did
in
James
Boston.
Harden kind of get lost in the mix here with all these other names?
I don't think so. I think he's more relevant than I think we know. I know we don't. I know we as a whole collective do not watch basketball heavily, but I'm pretty sure James Harden gets a lot of love. I hear about it. I just got back to work today, and all I'm hearing is James Harden.
yeah,
I mean, James Harden is a fucking beast this year.
Yeah, he's playing like an MVP.
And if he should win MVP at this stage, he is my pick for MVP.
And that's fine. But, with guys like LeBron and Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, he's going to get overlooked.
Well, I don't think he's going to worry about LeBron right now, considering 18 of the last 19 games, LeBron has been out with an injury.
Josh on a segue.
Josh on a segue. But it's true. LeBron has been out 18 of the last 19 games. Yep. With a hamstring injury.
And he'll come back and he'll stop for a little bit, and then he'll start playing like the real LeBron James again. And then they'll go to the playoffs, and then they'll meet Steph Curry in the final round of their series, and then we'll go to the finals and LeBron will.
No, I think they're going to give Steph Curry that win again. But in the sense of the Lakers, do the Lakers need LeBron, or does LeBron need the Lakers? Because put it like this, without LeBron,
We had a jet go into the Hall of Fame this year.
you had
two.
Too.
Ed Reed was one of them.
No, he was definitely more a Raven than
He was a Raven more than anything, but
I guess, yeah.
Don't you feel
Something
represented?
good out of the year.
Don't you feel represented?
Yeah, right.
Without LeBron, they've gone in those 18 games without him. If I remember correctly, it's like 9. They've gone 9-9, but with LeBron, for an 18-game stint. They went like 7-11.
LeBron's become a cancer.
You think?
Yes.
Okay.
I could agree with that.
LeBron got the head coach fired again. And you know what? He's not even playing, and he needs to just shut his mouth and do what the coach tells you to do. Be the star that you are and shut your mouth.
Absolutely agree.
Stop trying to be something you're not.
Yeah, I'll agree with that 100%.
And honestly, you're becoming a cancer to these young kids in the locker room. You already have a cancer in freaking Rajon Rondo. You don't need to be a cancer too, and you're just making things worse. So shut up.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that.
The Warriors' win streak ends at 11 games, but they went on another. They lost and then went on a 2-game win streak, so they started over.
So you saying the Warriors won again?
Yes.
Shocker.
I know, right?
Face on.
It's the fucking Golden State Warriors. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't even watch basketball, and I know I don't care.
Yeah.
Because they're just going to be in the playoffs again.
So they are. They're probably going to be in the finals, and it's really absolutely annoying. This is why we like what we like.
Did you see this?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I know.
That is funny.
You know there's a problem with your sport when you can, at the beginning of the season, go, they're going to the playoffs.
Yep.
Every single season.
Or you can go and say, they're going to be in the finals next year. Done.
Yeah.
Like, it's just ridiculous. The East is the only team that pretty much changes. The West has been the same team, the last, 3 or 4 seasons?
Something like that.
Well, the East wasn't changing much when LeBron was in the East.
Well, this year we're finally going to get someone new.
It was Golden State and Cleveland.
Or Golden State and Miami.
Golden State's coming.
Probably.
But it's like, I don't care anymore because it's the same fucking teams over and over and over again.
I think I'll be more interested once LeBron is gone. Honestly, I think I'll be more interested.
I'll agree with that.
Or something happens, I don't know, Steph Curry loses something, loses his mojo. But I don't see that happening anytime soon.
No.
There's 2 players I can't wait to retire. Tom Brady and LeBron James.
I would put Steph Curry on there, too.
I'm okay with Steph Curry. Steph Curry's not as much of a dick.
That's true. He just lets his court performance do the talking.
Just lets his 3-pointers do the talking.
That's an understatement.
Which I'm okay with, but
so big trade came down over the last couple of days. Mavericks and Knicks. What's his name? Porzingis? Some Swedish thing or something.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
It was a pretty big trade, actually. Jotina mentioned something about it.
kind of fun, but keep going.
Yeah, it's a very. Once you find it, we'll talk more on it. But so Anthony Davis is looking to move on from the Pelicans. Yes.
Well, the Unimog could just get off his face and walk away. I think he's starting to sprout legs.
Okay, Santino Morella.
Santina.
No, Santina. Santino. God, we're such moans.
Anyway.
We're not even at the WWE segment yet, and we're already there.
Anyway.
So Davis wants to move on from the Pelicans, which I kind of don't disagree with him because the Pelicans have really just squandered his ability.
You did hear about the new NASCAR disqualification rule.
No.
If the winner fails post-race inspection, they're going to strip the win from him and give it to the second place guy.
Oh, shit.
It's about time.
What happens if the second guy fails?
Then I guess they give it to the third.
Oh.
Well,
then, we'll talk about that here in a moment. We will talk about that in a moment, actually.
Big NASCAR.
Yeah, I like that news, actually. That makes things more interesting to actually watch the end of the race instead of everyone just pouring champagne. All right. So what I was saying is Pelicans have been, in my opinion, have been squandering Anthony Davis's abilities.
Well, they've trashed him.
They have.
They've trashed him and treated him like dirt, and they basically have tried to erase him. The only thing that's left of him is the fact that he is there. They just need to get rid of him.
Oh, and the unibrow.
Well, that unibrow is not going anywhere anytime soon.
You can't get rid of the unibrow.
It's got its own zip code.
It's got its own area code.
It's got its own gravity. It comes complete with an airport.
Who would he benefit most from? What team?
Well, you know where he wants to go is the Lakers.
He wants to go to the Lakers, but right now, the Jazz are interested. The Celtics actually are interested. There's another team. It came down today, actually. It's not the 76ers. I know the Nuggets are interested, but I don't think that's happening.
The New York Knicks have officially traded Kristaps Porzingis to the Dallas Mavericks.
That's what it is.
And the Knicks received Dennis Smith, DeAndre Jordan, Wesley Matthews, and 2 future first-round draft picks in the deal.
That's a pretty big trade for one dude.
He better be worth it, Dallas.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know where I would send Davis. Bring him to the Wizards.
I don't know.
Why? So he can hurt his ass like Dwight Howard?
Yeah, I don't know.
So he can be butthurt?
Speaking of the Wizards, I think that was a good...
that was a very good segue into Wall and Beal not on the trade block, officially. They are not allowed to be targets. But then again, Wall couldn't be a target anyways because he's on injured reserve, in the sense that part of his contract, if he goes on injury reserve for any reason, he cannot be traded.
Well, I know the Wizards are getting back the $8 million that they were supposed to pay him.
Yeah.
So
and Wall actually has no problem with it because he's like, look, I got hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, he wants out. So
yeah.
I think he's saying the quicker I can get out, the happier.
Yeah, he wants out of Washington, which I can't blame him. I'm going to be honest. I'm a Washington sports guy. I don't really care for the Wizards, but I can tell you that even though we like Leonsis, he does not know how to run a basketball team.
No. Doesn't he run the Caps as well?
Yeah. That's the point.
Yeah. He can run a hockey team. He can't run a basketball team.
He can run an arena football team, apparently.
Yeah.
But then again, there's only 4 teams in the entire league. But
yeah.
That's
like saying I have Johnny Manziel. He's the best quarterback in my league because everybody else doesn't even know how to play quarterback.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or there's only 3 other quarterbacks in the league. But
Johnny Manziel is the best.
For Joe Schmo, Joe Schmidt, and John Smith.
Yeah, exactly.
And Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That was bad.
That was John Smith, right?
Shut up.
Anyways.
So we talk about this every couple of weeks. I will bring it up hopefully really quickly. So there we go. NBA. Oh, there we go. All right. So as of right now, your division leaders: Toronto for the Atlantic, Bucks for the Central, which is crazy. They're 38-13, dude. Who saw the Milwaukee Bucks doing that?
Everyone's talked about the Bucks being good this year.
We'll see. Charlotte at 26-26. That is your Southeast division.
I don't really see much change, honestly.
Well, we'll get there in a second. Northwest, you've got Denver. Pacific, Golden State. Shocking. And Southwest is San Antonio. So, overall conference right now, you have if the playoff started today, you have Milwaukee, Toronto, Boston, Philly, Indiana, Brooklyn, Charlotte, and Miami for the East.
Wow, when was the last time Miami was over?
Apparently right now. But they're
playing well for
But
Dwayne.
they're at 24-27, so they'd be going in with a losing record.
They're playing well for Dwayne Wade as it's his last season.
Right.
What about Chris Bosh?
Who?
Exactly.
He's still playing?
He's still playing.
Doesn't he have like blood clots in his nipples or something?
Something like that. Of these 8 teams, who do you see, if anybody, Getting out of there.
Getting kicked out?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, absolutely.
Who would you replace them with? New York Knicks at 10-42. No.
I think really 10-42.
10-42.
The fuck?
Detroit Pistons?
Yeah, I mean, that's really your only other option.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because we know Washington was dumpster fire.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
And Cleveland is 11-42.
The Cleveland Browns?
Nope.
Oh, wait, not anymore.
Oh, I've got some words to talk about a different kind of L name here in a moment. Can't believe he's back. I can't believe I'm going to be talking about him again.
We don't have to.
I want to.
Okay.
All right, Western Conference, as of right now, if the playoffs started, Denver, Golden State, Oklahoma City, Portland, San Antonio, Houston, Utah, and Clippers.
He took a face to face.
Yeah, he took a...
Oh!
Yeah. All right.
That's a penalty. What?
You're sweet now.
Okay, bye. So of the West, who would be out, and who would be in? Yeah,
Clippers, definitely.
You think the Clippers? Who would replace them? Phoenix.
I'm gonna go with the Mavs.
Really? You think the Mavs would?
I think the Mavs are gonna pull it out.
I think so too. The Mavs are way too hot, especially with their rookie sensation.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't see much changing here.
So he's gonna groan at this. This is gonna be really funny. Guess who's back in the news? Considering his kid is on the trade block. LeVar Ball.
My ball.
Yeah.
LeVar Ball.
LeVar Ball is back in the NBA news.
LeVar
Oh,
Ball.
It's so stupid. The only reason why he's back is because there's talk of Lonzo Ball being traded from the Lakers, possibly for Anthony Davis.
Good. Go to New Orleans, or they're going to be a
Which
shit
is
team.
so stupid, in my opinion. Ball says he will speak into existence. Oh, Lonzo trade to Suns, not Pelicans, in AD trail.
I don't care. Don't care.
Look, the ball just needs to be deflated. Can we have him be John Murray?
It's amazing how much I really don't care.
Yeah, I know. It looks like Lonzo is going to the Suns.
Great. So a shitty player going to a shitty team.
Yay!
Good. Moving on.
All right. I don't have a Spitfire.
Yeah.
Anyone got a round table?
No.
Okay. Miscellaneous sports topics. Let's talk about the Royal Rumble. We didn't get a chance to last week because of some issues.
Yep, we had some stuff, but
we had some stuff. And
this is your guys' go. So go ahead.
You do your. I do our thing. What did you think of the Rumble? If you guys just watch the replay.
I actually watched it.
Oh, you did.
I did watch it.
Your thoughts on it?
Lackluster, to be honest with you. Couple good spots. Nice to see Aleister Black come up finally, even though he's not back up, which is stupid. He needs to come up. Honestly, it was a WWE pay-per-view. The NXT was a hell of a lot better pay-per-view than the Rumble was.
Which is definitely. What? I'll get to that in a second.
Of course, and WWE, you fucked up again. You dropped the ball. You had Kenny Omega in Arizona, and you dropped the ball. You could have signed him. He wanted to sign, and you fucked it up. So that's your fault, guys.
Okay. So I too did watch the Rumble. And I have to say, you're right. It was lackluster at best.
Both of them were.
The Lesnar fight was stupid.
No, it's Brock Lesnar.
It's not even that. It was Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor.
Yeah.
I will say Balor put up a good fight though.
Put up a good fight, and then Lesnar got a hold of him, and guess what we got? Suplex City, and I hate that. And as far as the Rumbles, the individual Rumbles, I don't like how Becky won, but it makes sense for her character.
All right. I love Becky Lynch. I love her character. She's a badass chick.
I like her heel character. I'm sorry, I love her heel
I love it. It's great. And I mean, I don't like that she won the Rumble, but because I predicted that she was going to go in and she was going to somehow fight her way into the Royal Rumble and face Ronda Rousey.
Well,
we all knew that was going to happen after the attack before Evolution.
Mm-hmm.
So, that one was predictable 3 months ago.
I will say that the prediction of having Seth Rollins win the Rumble was actually a little surprising.
I was not expecting that. I was kind of happy about that, to be honest with you.
I was kind of hoping for Drew McIntyre. I know this sounds weird, but I was kind of hoping for McIntyre.
I don't remember who was the last couple guys in the match.
I've got to rewatch it, but I know Seth was the winner, and he is facing Lesnar.
If he makes it to, if Lesnar doesn't hurt him.
Yeah, I know. Lesnar's got to chill the hell out. Oh, by the way, I have to point this out. You remember last year, and the year before that, and possibly around the time that she was pulled up, how I said Nia Jax is not ready for the stage?
She heard our truth.
Yep.
Yeah, they had to calm our truth down.
He had every right to be pissed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he legitimately got hurt. Yeah, he had every right to be pissed.
He had every right to be pissed. She did not pull back, and I'm sorry that has happened before with Charlotte. And I think Becky, if I remember correctly.
A lot of the women don't know how to pull back, though.
Yeah, Sasha. Thanks for that. Paige is now hurt.
Paige got screwed.
Yeah. By Sasha.
And not in a good way.
Yeah. So now we have Seth Rollins versus Lesnar. Is that good for business?
As long as Lesnar drops the title, yes.
I damn hope he drops the damn title. I'm tired of going into WrestleMania season talking about this. I'm tired of it.
Tired of the name Brock Lesnar.
Didn't I say this several years ago?
Yep. Yeah. I'm sure we can go back. I'm sure we can go back and rewatch some of the tape.
Oh, we can, and I will continue going on the same thing that I've had. Yeah. And I'm sorry, we don't call him out very often. I know Chip always gave me flack for it, but I'm sorry, Chip. I know you were kind of on Lesnar's nuts for a while. Am I wrong? And he gave me flack for saying that Lesnar doesn't deserve the title because he's a part-time champion, and part-time champions suck.
Yep.
This is why it sucks, because it makes WWE unwatchable.
Honestly, it hurt when Roman Reigns had to go.
Yeah. Look where we are now. We're back to where we were a year ago. We
were talking about this a year ago.
We were talking about this exactly a year ago.
Exactly. Same thing.
We were talking about this exactly 2 years ago.
Possibly even 3. Well, we weren't on, but
no,
we were talking about this legitimately.
Yes. And it just hurts my head that Lesnar still has that damn fucking title around his waist. And the crazy thing is, guess what? The pay-per-view is, the UFC fight is what, in 2 weeks?
Yep. There's a pay-per-view UFC fight.
Yeah, Lesnar has a pay-per-view fight coming up.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Becky Rousey, is that good for business?
That's going to be good.
Ronda Rousey's always good for business.
I did like that she did a lot more technical stuff in the match with Sasha Banks.
Yes.
She looked like she was.
Yeah, UFC 234 is actually this Saturday.
Oh, so I was off by a week.
So where are we going to watch that?
I can't. I'm working. But I will pay close attention to my phone.
But yeah,
Okay.
she's getting better, Ronda Rousey.
Oh, much better. I actually enjoyed her match against Sasha Banks.
Because when she first joined, it was horrendous.
It was. It was just
She
punch,
wrestle.
armbar.
She could not wrestle.
Armbar.
She was fucking MMAing it up in there.
And then armbar.
And it's like, you can't do that in wrestling.
And then armbar. You know where I'm going with this, too. 86. Armbar.
I think that's going to be a good fight.
Oh, it's going to. Oh, yeah. Becky and Rousey. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. One of my favorites, I don't know about him, but one of my favorites is leaving the WWE.
Get Ambrose?
Yep.
That's big.
He turned down a contract.
I don't know why. Maybe because they're underutilizing him.
He might just be also just done.
No, I think it has to do with underutilizing him because they really gave him no direction after he did the heel turn. And I think what killed his career was the fact that they did the heel turn the same night that Roman Reigns dropped the title. I'm not trying to speculate if that's one of the reasons, but that's most likely a reason.
I forgot the reason why Kenny Omega didn't sign with WWE. I forgot how they dropped the ball and how they fucked everything up. But I think it also has to do something to do with Dean Ambrose as well. I think it's also somehow in the way that they fucked up with Kenny Omega, I think pissed off Dean Ambrose.
You remember the night that Roman Reigns relinquished the title?
I do.
Yeah.
We were here.
And you remember we were pissed off that they actually did that heel turn at the end?
I was not happy with that.
That was the dumbest thing the WWE could have done on a night like that.
Agreed.
We just got done having our hearts smashed by Roman Reigns telling us he has leukemia.
And then you do that shit at the end, which we all saw coming no matter what.
But you don't do it that night.
No.
Poor time.
And look at where we are a couple of months later. Dean Ambrose is leaving. And
One of your top stars.
You're going to lose. Yeah. Now, will he be back? That is yet to be seen.
Yeah.
To be honest. And that means he's going to go into WrestleMania and he's going to lose his match. That's usually what happens.
Yeah, usually. Agreed.
But
We shall see.
But then again, something could change.
You never know.
You know? So my overall thoughts on Royal Rumble this year, there's just nothing. I don't think there's enough star power to help kick off the road to WrestleMania. I think overall there were some good elements, but there was way too many bad elements to not balance it out.
I was hoping we were going to get a KO sighting.
Yeah, where is Kevin Owens?
He's still recovering from injury.
Is he really? Damn, I thought he was over that.
He posted on Twitter.
Oh, I have to ask.
He's almost ready to come back. But I think he'll come back at WrestleMania.
I think he will too. I have to ask, what do you think of the direction that they're using The Miz right now?
I don't like it.
Yeah. He should be in the main event picture.
As much as I hate him, he's got star power.
He's ready again. I'm sorry.
He's been ready. He should have never left the main event picture.
I agree with that. I absolutely agree with that. But who else you got at this point? You know? You've got to get somebody up there because you can't keep relying on Lesnar.
I want to see a Miz versus Seth Rollins match. I wouldn't
mind seeing a Miz versus Drew. I know they're two different brands. I think they are.
They are.
Drew McIntyre and the Miz.
That would be a good
Yeah.
You know, I would love to see something.
Well, you know we're getting Aleister Black coming up.
We know we're getting Aleister Black, but we don't know what brand he's going to go on.
I don't know either, but I know he's going to be good for business.
I hope you're right. Because what's going to piss me off is if they bring him up like they did with Asuka, like they did with Shinsuke, like they
with everybody else,
and bury them.
Yep.
Yeah. It's going to be shitty.
The problem that I'm having, you have such great talent being squandered. This goes back to the AD thing. You know, it goes back to Anthony Davis. You've got all this talent down in NXT, but when you bring them up, you squander them. You squash them like a bug. And the ones that do make it, they're useless, or they're too green, or they're out there hurting people. Nia Jax.
Yeah.
You know? Sorry.
Well, R-Truth got the title after that, so I mean, congratulations to R-Truth for getting a title opportunity.
It shouldn't have gotten to that point.
No,
Right.
You know? Nia Jax is lucky she didn't break his arm.
He didn't break his face.
Oh, face. That's right. It was his face. I thought it was the arm for some reason.
His face.
That's right. It was a mild concussion that he got. All right.
She's lucky he didn't break her face.
Yeah, right. So we've got a couple of announcements. First off, so those on YouTube, if you watch this later and you make it this far, Josh, John, Matt, we are the Fourth Line Wonders. We're here every week. We just jumped over to YouTube, so subscribe to our page. Check us out on Facebook, and we will have social media up momentarily in a little while. But so mark your calendars, guys, because even though football's done, we're just getting started with sports. Think about this. 2 weeks from yesterday, we got the Daytona 500.
Yep.
Okay. I think a week after that, we've got one of the major kickoffs of the PGA Tour. I know we don't talk about golf, but there are some. It's just something to put on your calendars because if you like golf, there you go. PGA Tour really kicks off in like 3 weeks.
Pitchers and catchers report Monday.
Thursday.
On the 12th.
I thought it was Thursday. Oh, is it 12 now?
It's the 12th. Yeah.
Okay. Pitchers and catchers for the MLB. Yeah, okay, cool.
And in about a month, you got March Madness.
Which that was going to bring me to my next point. In about 5 weeks, we have Selection Sunday.
Yep.
So you guys definitely going to want to watch us. We are going to do a bracket this year, all three of us.
Yep.
I'll talk to you about that after the show. So, and maybe you can come up with some ideas.
I can't stay tonight. I got to go. But we can talk about it.
No, I know. I got to talk
You can talk to him, but I got to go.
You already know the idea.
Yeah, we can talk tomorrow, too.
We can't talk tomorrow. But, so then about a week after that, guess what? March Madness starts up.
Yeah.
Then about a month after that,
you have hockey playoffs
and NBA playoffs.
and NBA playoffs. So,
And in that whole mix, guess what? Opening day. And the NFL draft.
Busy couple months coming up.
Yep, NFL free agency. We've got the trade deadlines for the NHL and NBA coming up this week, actually.
Yep.
No, wait. I don't know if NHL is this week, but I know
think
NBA.
it's 2 weeks. But
I think NBA is this week.
yeah.
NBA is Thursday. So it's going to be really interesting over the course of the next couple of weeks. But final thoughts.
Okay. Actually, the NHL trade deadline this year is my birthday. Monday the 25th.
Nice. Oh,
Anyway.
That's going to be fun.
I think we all know who our penalty boxes are this week.
Who?
The NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, who else can it be?
Honestly, I got nothing. But,
The NFL, the NFL, and the NFL.
let's each take an aspect of the
And
NFL.
Adam Levine for taking your fucking shirt off.
No, there you go. You can take that part of it.
Fuck you. I don't care about your damn abs or your fucking tats.
Or your nipples.
I'll take actually.
Josh, what is even nipple?
You just love nipples, apparently.
Yeah,
You don't even try to
on
touch my.
sports radio, they've been talking about nipples all day. I don't know
Why are we talking about nipples?
Anyway. All right, I'm going to take Adam Levine
And the
halftime show.
All right.
What do you got?
I'm gonna take honestly. I don't even know what aspect. I'm just gonna take. Yeah, I'm gonna take Roger Goodell.
Okay.
What do you got?
You can take Roger Goodell for the way that he handled the treatment of that Rams chainsaw.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
What do you got for the aspect of the Super Bowl of the NFL for yesterday? I know we're all talking about yesterday.
I'm calling the NFL conspiracy. I'm going to say just like the NBA. The Patriots, they want the Patriots to win. I'm sorry.
Well, the Patriots are more marketable than the Rams.
All right.
So
So there you go. There's our penalty box. We got the conspiracy, the nipple.
The nipple?
Yes.
The
So we got
nipple.
the conspiracy theory, the nipple,
And the commissioner.
And the commissioner.
Yes, go commish.
Man, that should have been our title.
that sounds like a really
Conspiracy, the nipple, and the commissioner.
Really bad porn.
Oh God, we're gonna get kicked off YouTube. I'm sorry, guys, if you watch this. This might be our last YouTube video.
It's only our second one.
I know.
I blame Josh. He wasn't in the first one.
All right.
So some final thoughts and some final notations. Next week we are going to review the NFL season, so that's going to be fun. Our penalty boxes are going to be long and plentiful.
delicious.
I'm gonna smack him. I'm gonna smack him on live, like on YouTube. So Josh is a bad influence.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yes.
But yeah, so also tune in Wednesday, 8:00 for our NHL broadcast, which will be back after a little hiatus because we had a few technical difficulties and some other difficulties. But
Tuesday, I thought we were doing
Wednesday.
I said Wednesday.
You said Tuesday.
I said Wednesday.
Oh,
But yeah, Wednesday, 8:00.
You have nipples on the brain.
We're gonna actually go over.
Apparently you do.
We're not gonna go over everything that obviously has happened in the last 3 weeks. We're gonna go over the big trades. We're gonna go over quickly the All-Star game / skills competition, and really any of the big news. We'll try to keep it brief because we got like 4 weeks to go over. But
We're not going to go over 4 weeks worth of material. Fuck that.
so we'll hit the big spots.
Oh yeah.
But
But
besides that,
yeah, and then honestly,
keep sharing the page.
the regular show will probably take a small hiatus as we get some technical stuff together.
While we figure out YouTube and
Yep.
other things, we got a couple big things planned.
Yes.
So
So see you guys Wednesday for sure, next Monday for sure, next Wednesday for sure, and after that,
we will see.
we will see.
All right, guys.
Peace.
Peace out.
Love you.